Welcome to the Battle of Shiloh. So these are some oddly sized units based on the number of weapons that I could have, and you'll notice that the ammo wagons are 35,000, which you absolutely need for Shiloh. I also spent rep for, I think it was 4,000 more men. And yeah, so based on the number of weapons that I had, this is basically what I've done with the minimum amount of breaking down units. Like General Something Compass is a unit commander, and he has the 2,000 men he had in the last battle. Yeah, these are just reboard farmers spread out over the available units. So, yeah, that guy had an efficiency problem that I moved him up to a division commander of a general, and his efficiency problem went away. That is one thing you can do. And down here, these are colonels, so they need to be, you need to balance out, okay, if I have a worse commander for the unit, then he needs a better division commander to take care of the efficiency problem. So all my units have no efficiency problem, if that makes sense. Now, also in camp, the game allows you to have as many no-bar colonels as possible, and I made use of that mechanic. You can just keep building units, and the game will give you a no-bar major. So you'll notice I have 49,000, almost 500, 49,500 men, and I'm facing 40,000. And of course, I'm going to get reinforcements. So my army at almost 50,000 for Shiloh. So I promised some of you that this would be kind of surprising. Are you surprised yet? So, yeah, look at the size of the blue bar in the opening part of this battle. The CSA on Brigadier General has no possibility of taking this flag. Just none. And okay, his reinforcements came in, and the blue bar is still larger than the red bar. I want to back up so that he comes into the water. Yeah, I didn't take the time to rename these units as I usually do with, I usually rename them with the weapon type, but pretty much all the weapons are terrible except for Loomis. I even forget what Loomis has. I'm just going to fight with the units. I keep checking to see how many men are on the battlefield. It's almost 50-50 now, and I'm going to get reinforcements. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just hoping the enemy just charges forward suicidally, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I have it on triple speed. Come on, charge. Yeah, there was a discussion in the comments section, because I'm spreading these out over, one video every 2 days, and I'm hoping I can keep that rate up for the entire campaign. Probably can't. I mean, probably, at some point I'll fall behind. But yeah, everybody runs up and hit. If you're in the water, I want to run up and hit you. I mean, that's just, there's too much opportunity. So Wood there is in the water, and we're just going to tear him apart. I'm backing up here because I want the next unit to move forward into the water some more. That would be nice. Anyway, I've been choosing the stamina perk for these units instead of the +5 efficiency. In many ways, the +5 efficiency is better. Oh, now I'm going to get a flank shot on this guy. Perfect. +5 efficiency is much better, especially for the Union Army. But there's going to be huge opportunity to grind stamina in this battle. I don't intend for the Confederate Army to survive the first day of the battle. Now, you have to let somebody survive, because if you wipe them out, then the battle's over. So I want to go to day 2 and grind stamina. if my units move faster, I will grind more stamina, and that will get my units to 1 star faster, and then get them to 2 stars faster. And I keep saying this, but the goal is not the highest kill ratio, which is a lot of times what my goal is. The goal here is to build the largest, most powerful army that I can build. And that's a whole different strategy. So get my units to 3 stars and just an enormous number of 3-star infantry units at 2,500 as quickly as possible. That's the goal. 3-star artillery, 3-star snipers, and I did this in my Confederate campaign where I got infantry units to 3 stars, then disbanded them and created 3-star snipers and 3-star artillery. And snipers starting with 3 stars, 3-unit perks, is very powerful. And you're going to take fewer losses too, because those 3 perks give you greater range, make you nearly invisible. You do more damage. I mean, it's all good. So we're still in the building phase, but I mean, look at the blue bar. The Confederate Army has no chance of pushing me off this position. Then I've allowed him to... Yeah, I want him to cross the water, take a bunch of shots, hit him as he goes back across the water. Oh yeah, he's going to pause right there in the water. That's just... yeah. This is just harvesting XP. Like, my only concern right now is how much ammo do I have? Now there is a phase coming up. It's in, I don't know, it's about a half an hour into the battle, I think, where I'm going to talk during that phase. Well, first of all, the next phase, when the enemy attacks the Union left, I have to retreat there. I think I could hold that position throughout the entire battle and just get kills. But I want to fall back because there's an area where I want to surround the enemy, and also I'm going to get reinforcements, and I want them to come in and help. So I have to fall back. I don't think it's because I feel like the enemy is pushing me back. It's because I want to fall back because there's a better position to fight from. So, yeah, I want to fall back, let the enemy take the 2 victory locations on the Union left, and fall back and then surround the enemy in a great big open area. I don't want to surround the enemy in a wooded area. So that's what's going on there. And then I launch a counterattack. And I'm going to jump back in and talk during the counterattack because I think it's instructive because it goes badly. And what I've watched new players do is an attack goes badly, units are exhausted, and they keep pushing the attack. And what you'll see me do is cancel the attack and fall back, reinforce the attack, let my units rest, let them recover condition and morale, and then attack again with overwhelming numbers. Also, I launch a feint attack to get the enemy to pull some units away from the position I want to take. And it's a position that I want to take, but he has artillery there, which makes it difficult. But then when I launch the second attack, it's successful. And at that point, the enemy is surrounded. Now, the big problem I have at this point is that you can't wipe the enemy out on the first day. So I surround them, but I can't wipe them out. I can't capture them. There's an opportunity to get, I don't know, maybe as many as 10,000 captures, but I can't do it because if I charge in and capture everybody, the battle ends. So I don't end up capturing as many units as I'd like to, which is unfortunate. It's just because of the way the flags work and, you know, the mechanics that the game sets up. Oh, this is just, look at this. The enemy just attacks forward, gets shot up, falls back. We're already in clubbing baby seals phase, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and I outnumber him 17,000 to 12,000. So yeah, the counterattack, of course, comes from the Union right flank, sweeping the battle and encircling the Confederate army. So I don't want to start that until some reinforcements come in, but okay. So I'm going to stop talking now and pick up again in the middle of the battle when my attack behind the enemy line fails. So I'll talk to you then. going to jump back in here with some quick commentary. The enemy is reinforcing this position, and my units are, like, one guy is in the open. This is not good. I thought that I would attack kind of on the flank of the enemy, like the south would be the flank, and I would roll him up. But he has way too much infantry in here, backed up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artillery. And I'm not going to be able to push this guy out of here. So it doesn't take me long to figure out, maybe a little bit too long, but not that long, to figure out, get out of there. Just get out of there. So I'm bringing up troops that are going to extend this flank further to the right that should be able to break the enemy. And I can get some shots on his artillery. But my units are taking a lot of damage. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, if I can just get to the wood line, I can do this, but I have to get past all this infantry, and now he has 2,400 more men coming in, a shot up unit of 600 coming in. Yeah, he's not broken. He's still fighting. And he has 2 units charging one of mine, as you can see, a little bit to the north. Which is okay. I don't mind getting in melee 2-on-2, and I'm throwing some more units in. We should win all that. But he has more units right behind that. And Lieutenant Colonel Bobby Woods is wounded. Okay, I'm all for getting that melee experience, but he obviously is not broken. So fall back, get into a wood line, get into cover. Let's wear this guy down. And also, the attack on that hilltop is not going as well as I had hoped. So I'm falling back. I've fallen back a bit. And yeah, Woods has lost an officer. So that's not good. He's going to be less effective. Okay, I think that 600-man unit did take damage and shatter, so that's good. But the enemy still isn't beaten. He has still more infantry there. He's reinforcing that position. So I'm just going to advance with detached skirmishers. Yep, another unit of 1,700 comes in. Fall back, fall back, fall back. So I have a unit on the right now that came up. I'm resting my infantry. My commander is there to get their morale back. So the point is here that I pushed into there, but now I'm just sitting back, resting my units. But we're in good cover. We're exchanging shots, degrading the enemy. Yeah, he attacks with a unit of only 900. We should be able to tear him up. We outnumber him. I have 2 units on 1. We should win that. So I'm looking for just minor advantages, but I completely retreated out of the south. Now I'm going to reinforce these units in the south, and when we attack again, it will go better. In the north, we have our reinforcements up, and the big thing is, look at the blue line compared to the red line. Also, his artillery's running out of ammo. Isn't that a bonus? So now we have a huge advantage. All we have to do is, just squeeze the enemy and encircle him. And I'm shifting my units around so that when I attack this time, I'm going to hit this enemy position. I've gotten all the way around it, and I should be able to hit it from several sides. I also fall back in the center. Don't want to exchange shots with him anymore. Let him attack in the open. I'll be in good cover. So basically, I retreated every place where the enemy was strong and advanced every place the enemy is weak. Yeah, those are my allied units. Now I have 2-on-1 against his unit that has made itself vulnerable. Might be able to get 3-on-1. These units are in good cover, and I have 2 more units that are just going to go around the flank, and they're going to go far around the flank. They're going to be the encirclement on the right side, up to that river line that's to the south, and then on the right flank, you'll notice I have like 3 units moving over to the right that are going to connect with that guy, and at that point, he'll be surrounded. The moment he's surrounded, his position is completely hopeless. So yeah, here my units are... Actually, that's Brigadier General something Compass. He's now on the flank of this enemy position, so his units are going to collapse. He's done. He's going to collapse. Yep, now extend the encirclement further south on the right side. Now on the far south flank, I have broken off detached skirmishers to go and attract the fire of this artillery, and then behind them is going to walk now rested. I even sent 3 units across the river, and yeah, we're going to hit them from the south, the east, and the west all at one time. Some of his infantry has left that position, going to make it much easier to knock him out of the woods and in fact kill his artillery. And once I have the woods, it's going to be easier to do this time, but once I have the woods, if you'll notice, there's like a great big open area. I would kind of like him to be in the open area while I have the southern wood line, the eastern wood line, and the western wood line. That's kind of the goal. So anyway, I'll stop talking now, and I'll pop in at the camp phase. Okay, the first camp phase. This should be interesting. 53,000 men versus 2,000. One officer. Okay. Well, hey, that doesn't even look like a hit to efficiency. That probably isn't either. Not that it matters, because all we're going to do is grind stamina. I'm emptying out the ammo wagons because we don't need any. We don't have a lot because getting through Shiloh is very difficult. I'm bringing 1,000 ammo because I want to empty these wagons on the battlefield and then have them route off the battlefield. Maybe generate a second wagon. That's a mechanic that does exist. In some battles, I don't think this one, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure I route them off the battlefield and nothing happens. Okay, look at the size of the blue line and the size of the red line. In fact, he has 387 men left. I take some of my units, my allied units, and just surround this guy so he can't escape this little circle. And everybody else is going to run. I forget how many hours I get to do this. But yeah, everybody else is set to run. I'm just commanding them by division formation to run to the opposite end of the map. The only thing I have to tell my artillery to move separately. So it is now 10:50. Yeah, actually I'm telling them now by corps formation, I think. Just run to the other end of the map. We're just grinding stamina. And the battle's over. So we had 56,000. He had 35,000 with change, almost 40,000. I lost 5,500, some of it allied. Only captured 673 because I had to let them get away. But he lost, what, almost 30,000, I guess. Loomis, 2,400, good. Lots and lots of kills. It's all good. And a lot of promotions. Okay, Something Compass got his 2nd star. We need to start working on his 3rd star. These other 2-star generals also need to start working. Some of them will be corps commanders, but some of them need to start working on their 3rd star as well. So yeah, these promotions are really important. We need as many 1-star generals as possible because all our units are going to go to 2,500. We got 5,700 crappy guns, but that's great. That just means more men in the army. That's a good thing. 10,000 42s. Yeah, Brigadier General, you just get terrible weapons. But that's okay. The goal is to get the men on the field. Grant. Look at all those unit perks. Hugely successful. 16,000 men. Of course, we're going to get 4,000 more. 20,000 men. I need 20,000 rifles. Yes, very, very good. Look at all those 2-star generals. That is magnificent. Look at the stamina. Stamina, stamina, stamina 100. Stamina 100. 100. Stamina and morale. Close to a 2nd star. Firearms, 81. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, now these guys, a little bit less stamina, but we got, hey, 1st unit perk, so looks like close to the 2nd. 5,000 men. So we need to get 21,400 into the army. I only need 21,400 rifles. Love the Lorenz. Wish I could buy a bunch more of them. But right now we're just being flooded with manpower. And we're going to keep being flooded through Malvern Hill, but that's okay. We're going to take a massive army to Gaines's Mill and to Malvern Hill. And, well, yeah, we need to get ready for the next battles. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video.